Well, good morning. And this devotion this morning is for Tuesday morning, the 8th of February. And we are going to touch on one of Sue and I's favorites, Simeon's song. For years, we had a puzzle that she'd put together that had Simeon holding a baby, staring up into heaven in ecstasy. And that pretty much captures how he felt having Mary and Joseph show up at the temple with the baby Jesus. This comes from the passage in Luke chapter 2, verses 25 to 35. An old man in the temple waiting in the court. I'll try not to sing it. An old man in the temple waiting in the court, waiting for the answer to a promise. And all at once he sees them in the morning sunshine, a couple carrying a baby. Now that I've held him in my arms, my life can come to an end. Let your servant now depart in peace. I've seen your salvation. He's the light of the Gentiles and the glory of his people, Israel. Mary and the baby come, and in her hand 5 shekels, the price to redeem her baby boy. The baby softly cooing, nestled in her arms. Simeon takes the boy and starts to sing. And now's the time to take him in your arms. Your life will never come to an end. He's the only way that you'll find peace. He'll give you salvation. He's the light of the Gentiles and the glory of his people, Israel. Simeon's song. He stands there, his eyes dim, his frame feeble. We think of him as a remarkably old man, his vitality gone. The truth is, the text does not indicate how old Simeon actually was. We are told Anna had been a widow for 84 years. We assume he is old due to the promises he receives. They're the kind of promises that are made to old men. We see him sometimes in our imaginations late at night as he lies aching in bed, wondering if he really heard that luminous promise that he would not die until the coming of the Messiah. Even the morning that it came true, did he wonder to himself if it had all been a dream? Like so many other characters associated with the birth of Jesus early in Luke's gospel, Simeon's response is a song. His life can come to an end because now everything he hoped for has come true. And so he sings. The baby he holds in his arms is not only the fulfillment of the promise to him, he is the hope of the Gentiles, a promise kept from the very beginning. Genesis 3:15. And so he sings, because only a lyrical response can make sense out of a situation that leaves you otherwise speechless. The lyric note here, he's the light of the Gentiles and the glory of his people, Israel. It is a subtle thing you would hardly notice, but this line is sung by 2 voices in the song. First by Simeon, in the process of simply recounting the story. The second time it is sung by the singer, whoever he or she they might be, and serves as an invitation to enter into Simeon's experience of realizing who Jesus is and what he means. He is light with a capital L, a theme that John's gospel loves to talk about. That's next one. He is the light and he is glory. That baby born in a manger, that baby being held by an old priest's arms, he has been promised by God, you will be alive when the Messiah comes. That was a glorious hope, although he does very clearly tell Mary that the joy of this new child of hers also comes with a price. He'll be pierced through. And that's how it is to follow Jesus. There is a joy in it. There is a joy in it. But there's also pain. And there's also sorrow. When he comes again, it will be the same. It will be preceded by a lot of horrible things. We see that in various prophecies. And yet, we will be lifted up. We will be raised up to be with him. I don't know what's better. Go before that or go that day. It's in his hands. But I know he's coming. Blessings to you today in the name of our Savior.